Hi, this is Shirley Oya, relationship coach for women, non ADHD women in an ADHD relationship, and for others who are in challenging relationships. But I do work with women. So, my background is an interesting one. I'll just give you a quick snapshot. Been married to my husband for over 36 years, and he has ADHD, although we did not know about it until the last maybe 15 years. However, I would say that that has been the biggest growth opportunity for me. My background being in accounting and eventually evolving into being a coach for the last 15 years. I've worked with all different people in a lot of different settings. And I have to say, as much as I've had the training and experience, what I've experienced with my husband has been an incredible journey. And so I'm here to tell you without a doubt that relationships are here to grow us if we're open to the challenge and the opportunity that it gives us. And I really use that word opportunity in a strong way, because we can easily go into the place of being a victim, especially when we're dealing with a neurodiverse partner. Yes, it's so challenging at times, and we get to choose how we want to be with all of that. And not only do we get to choose with how we want to be with it, we get to choose to be our very best selves because of it. And really stepping from who we are to being the best version of us and evolving into that version. And that's what I do with my clients. And what I would say is that it is so worth it. It is so much better to be that empowered person versus the victim that I used to be, as I used to say, or I often call it the girl victim years. And I would say that it's so worthwhile. And I would also say that it comes down to really adopting that and really letting go of our ego and humbly saying, okay, what can I do to change myself? Because we can't change other people. And I know you've heard this before, and it's so easy to say it and to think we know it here, but to really embody it and to really know it is a whole other thing. And it takes a level of self-responsibility that is so uncommon. And I'm here to ask you to take that on and to really take that kind of responsibility for yourself if you're willing and you want to. And this is not about being a victim of abuse or, a doormat or anything like that someone can step on, because there's boundaries, right? We need to set our boundaries. And what I do with women is I teach them behaviors and practices, new types of behaviors and practices, and really stepping into new ways of being, so that it's really carving out new neural pathways in your brain. And I bring in some of the brain science into this as well, which is something that I've been studying for a very long time. It's what I teach executives. I've had a lot of experience working in high conflict situations with groups and individuals in work settings and personal settings. And I've been there in myself. I know what it's like to hear your husband jump in and interrupt you 50,000 more times every time you're perhaps in a setting with other people. And it can be embarrassing and humiliating and all of that if we take it personally. And if we don't set our boundaries, it's so important. And even deeper than that, it's really recognizing that we have limiting beliefs that have been there from our childhood. There's a reason we chose this partner, okay? And if you're willing to take that on and to really accept that call to look within and look at what your subconscious influences are, so that you can move past that and be the very best version of you and create new ways of being, new habits. And it's not about accepting everything that your partner does or says. Again, like that doormat is one of the people that I follow talks about. It's not about that at all. But I think that what I found in my journey is when I got really healthy and when I got really clear and when I grew me, then I was clear about whether or not this marriage would be complete or not. and I chose to continue. And it's not about me saying to you that you have to keep your marriage. And that's not what being positive is about. We definitely we don't understand what it is, what positive means. That gets misconstrued a lot, that we're supposed to be positive all the time. It's not about that. It's about being really honest with our feelings, really feeling our feelings, feeling you have an entitlement to your feelings, but at the same time, not using that as ammunition like I used to with my husband, where I would just spew stuff as a reaction to him, being triggered and then getting him back, or telling him how much it hurt me and all of that. Of course, we share our feelings, we share our experience, but we first have to be really clear about how much of that is operating from our deep unconscious childhood wounds, and what is here in the present, in the now. Okay. We cannot be the healthiest person in our relationship, regardless who we're married to, unless we've gotten in touch with our own unconscious motivators and beliefs. And that is a deeper level of work that is remarkable. It's not for everybody. And I would say take that opportunity, because it is incredible. If you can be that clear about who you are, and you can transform yourself in this marriage because of it, then you'll be clear about how to move forward. And some people decide, well, I'm done. This is complete. And you do it from a healthy place as opposed to a resentful victim place. So that's what I want to call you to, if you're interested, if you are open to it. It's a much deeper kind of work. It's not where I explain everything. It's an internal transformation, and kind of a coaching, teaching hybrid model. But it's a wonderful program, and it's an 8-week intensive. In the mid 4 figures. It's not for the light of heart. It's for someone who's really committed to their own personal transformation and growth. It's not about fixing or changing your partner, even though the influence can certainly make a difference in your relationship. No guarantees, and don't do it for that reason. Do it so that you bring the best you into the relationship, and so that you're clear. So DM me if you're interested in learning more, and to see if we're a fit. We can certainly get started right away. If that's the case, I'll ask you a few questions, and then we can get started as early as 2 weeks from now. All right, ladies, have a wonderful evening and stay positive.